Okay, it's season 6 of Memoir of a Naija Girl. Yes. Thank you very much for listening, for liking, for subscribing, for riding with us at Mwang. We are so pleased to be back. Season 6, episode 1. What did we miss? Maybe, what did you miss? Anyway, we're bringing you something very special this episode, as always. And we're coming with what? A bang. So, we are Africans, and it would be very hypocritical of us to ignore our tradition, our culture, which includes Juju, yes, otherwise known as black magic, jazz, whatever it is that you call it. On this episode, we'll sort of differentiate Kayanmata from Kayanmata and spiritual products. I see that thing on your face, but don't worry, no judgments. We're not judging anyone here. We're just having fun, learning, educating each other, and moving on as always. I feel like there's a thin line between Kayanmata and spiritual products. Maybe I'm wrong. We're gonna find out. I have with me Smart, and Smart is actually the first person she was the one who sort of welcomed and graced this podcast. So if you haven't listened to that episode, the Kayanmata episode, scroll down please right now, yes, to listen. You'll see it, and you should listen. You must listen. So today we are bringing in spiritual product because she's a CEO of Kayanmata Nation and spiritual consultant. So let's see how things have become the way that it is on today's episode. It's going to be a blast, I promise you. Yes. My name is Helen. Thank you. I have with me Smart, and I know that we've talked about this before. I mean, as I said earlier, Smart is the first guest that, she was actually the one that opened up this podcast. We talked about Kayanmata at that time. Tell me, there is a thin line between Kayanmata and Juju. Don't you think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, explain.
Kayanmata is aphrodisiacs. It's made of herbs and spices, yes. Juju, I don't know what's your definition of Juju.
The spiritual thing that you do, the spiritual consultation.
Okay, that's why I said there's no thin line, because the spiritual consultation has to do with you bringing names, date of birth, pictures. But Kayanmata, maybe it's because we call it Kayanmata and it's not like a known name, like popular name out there. But you say aphrodisiacs, everybody knows you're talking about sex enhancement. It's something you can walk into any store to buy. But spiritual products, these are not things you can walk into a store to get. It requires you making research, like where can I do this spiritual work? Where can I understand? Where can I go to that nobody's going to see me? But with Kayanmata, you can buy it openly anywhere, beat your chest and say, I'm using Kayanmata.
All right. But do you agree with me that now the people who sell Kayanmata, they're also the ones selling spiritual products?
Not now. It's been like that for a while.
But Babalawo in Nollywood movies does not sell Kayanmata. The ones you see, I'm
Nollywood movie. We're talking about reality now.
In reality
now, let's use where is the known market around this place? It's Agege market. When you go to Agege market, same old ladies, old women selling agbo for Iba, selling agbo for Olufifo, that is headache, stomach ache. This same women, you tell them, please, I want something for my pussy to be tight. They are going to give you the same mixtures. So if you say there's a thin line, maybe yes. For those that does not know it very well, like you cannot differentiate, yes. But when you can differentiate, no, because same people selling spiritual products can end up selling aphrodisiacs.
But the Mama Elewe, the people who sell herbs and everything by the roadside, they don't sell Ogun, this Juju thing,
that's your understanding. If you go to a store where they sell Pampers, when you walk in there, you tell them, I want to buy Pampers, then you walk out. You don't know the other things they sell inside that store. You only know of what you go there to look for. Okay. So the you tell her you want what? You want something for headache, you want something for stomach pain. But someone else go there to tell her, this is what I want. This thing, it is used, the major ingredients are herbs and spices. This is what these ladies are selling. But because you go there with your own pure intention to buy what will ease you of your headache, body pain. But I can go there with they are knowledgeable, these women out there. But it depends on what you're going there to do. Spiritual products, you might also be going there to cure a sickness spiritually, because there are a lot of people that get sick when they get to the hospital, medically they are okay. So when medically you are okay, you are being checked, you don't have malaria, you don't have typhoid, you don't have anything, yet you are sick, yet you are having pain, what do you have to do? You have to go traditionally. Now I know it as traditional way, but you call it juju. Well, I don't have to fight you. It's your opinion and you are entitled to it.
I mean, I am not against it.
Yes.
I'm not against it because, I mean...
What would say is juju, that's it.
That's what we call it. I mean, that's what we call it. Black magic, we call it juju,
black magic,
we call it spiritual...
When a white man is meditating, when a white man is doing his yoga, his whatever, he calls it yoga, he calls it meditation. But when a black man is doing anything that you do not understand, the next person does not know or does not understand, it's juju. But to me, juju, it's just a word, but it doesn't mean it's something bad or good. Because, yes, juju is, to you, black magic. But to me, it's
red
traditional. Yes, just going traditional because we have the Islamic religion, Christian, and I think it's tradition. It depends on how you use your tradition. It's like a Christian. The fact that you're a Christian does not mean you have the purest of heart. Doesn't mean you So the fact that this person is a traditional worshiper does not mean that this person is doing something bad or good. And this person might be doing something bad, but bad to you and bad to me are different.
Okay. In one of your posts, you said Kayanmata doesn't guarantee material things. Of course, everybody wants to. You know, you want a reasonable sexual thing. You know, you want to enjoy sex. But I believe that many women or many men as well, they are buying Kayanmata for the material thing. We all like material freedom. You know, we all like financial freedom, I would say. So you are buying Kayanmata because I want to secure that man. It's not because you really want to enjoy sex. Yes.
Okay, that's you because it's funny. It's funny. That's because I still say this. I've been saying this from the onset. There's a general misconception with Kayanmata. We vendors, I don't want to remove myself from that umbrella, but I know fully well I don't do that. But let me just put myself. We vendors, we like to sugarcoat things. Kayanmata does not mean your partner is going to spend on you, your partner is going to do as you say, or your partner is going to fall under your spell, because men use Kayanmata, not Kayanmata.
Okay.
Now that's the difference. Men, their product is Kayanmata, women are Kayanmata. Now Kayanmata is being there. We live in a man's world, in it. I don't know, but it's where a lot of ladies want to believe it's a woman's world, but it's a man's world we live in, because men, they've been using Kayanmata and they still do every day today. A man is going to have an appointment with a chick. He's getting prepared to finish her 1 hour. They can go into any store and tell any man, oh, give me something there, I want to, you understand? But when a woman walks into a store and say, please, give me something, I want to be energetic. Oh, they say, hey, this one, I shall. So there's this, I don't know how to, there's this stereotype already. Number one, not even only in Africa, in the world about women. So you walking into a store to buy Kayanmata is not like a man walking into a store to buy his own Kayanmata. So that's why when somebody comes to you, they present it as if it's something you've never seen or something you cannot go out there to get yourself. Kayanmata is lack of knowledge and lack of, because a lot of people want to come on Instagram especially to buy things without going to make other research. For me, when you tell me to come and buy something, especially when I don't know about it, I have to make my own personal research. So this is what comes in with Kayanmata. When you tell me to come and buy a product, this product is going to make a man do as I say. It's going to make a man fall under my spell. My dear, check the person telling you that story. Most people that tell you that, they don't even have a man. Don't have a man to shade. It's not shade, it's fun. I sell that as well, so I'm also talking to myself. So most people that tell you when you use this product, it's going to keep a man under your spell, they don't even have a man of their own. Yes.
I personally think that Kayanmata, I mean, when it first came out, everybody was crazy about it. But I think
people are still crazy about it.
But I mean, not like like 3, 4, 5 years ago when when people started to sell it on Instagram and women came out to say, oh, my vagina is slimy, is this, is that. I think because we don't have sexual freedom in this part of the world, so when you hear a woman on Instagram say, oh, do you want a juicy pussy, this and that. I think women who could not come out to say, oh, I have this vagina problem.
Not just sexual freedom, it's sexual problems, we are not, in this part of the world, we are not sexually educated or knowledgeable as much as we should. Because there are lots of women here, I'm telling you, see now, that is why Kayanmata still, like, people still go for it. People think, oh, Kayanmata is not all that again. No, it's the misconception is not that like before. People now know what this product. Normally if you do have sex and you don't get wet, if you bring out 100 ladies, 100 women out here now, 98 or 97 are going to tell you they never reach orgasm.
Absolutely.
Now that is different. Now same out of 98, 90 are going to come out to tell you they never get wet. They don't even know what it is like to get wet, except they are having discharge. And there are different types of discharge. You have the watery one, the sticky, the slimy, the smelly. You understand? That is the only time they get wet. But when a man touches you, that does not mean that they do not enjoy the man or the touch. They feel it, but their body cannot respond. So now when I give you a product and you use it and your body responds, you're going to know, even without the lies people have been selling, like you are being told, oh, if you use this product, a man is going to spend on you, a man is going to do this. I think where it comes in is sex. Men like sex, not just men. Women also be like sex. But when you're a man, if you meet a real man, he's going to tell you opposite are not the same. If anybody tells you opposite are the same, no, it's not true. We have some pussies whereby they're very, very wide. Not because they've given birth. Of course, childbirth plays a role, but carelessness. As a woman, at least once in 3 months, you're supposed to steam your vagina with normal water, warm water and salt after menstruation. But many women do not know this. And your body is definitely going to smell, even human being, with good hygiene. If you wake up once in a while, you're going to have this off smell, like something is smelling off. So imagine your vagina where you menstruate. You have different things going on in there. You don't take care of it. So some get loose. Some is so watery. Men don't like it when it is too watery as well. Because if I have a small dick and your pussy is so watery, how am I going to? It's going to feel so. So it's not all the same. So imagine you and I sleeping with the same man. Then when he sleeps with you, he's going crazy. He's going. But when he sleeps with me, it's feeling like his dick is too big. Whereas his dick is not really, really too big. But I make him feel like his dick is too big because my pussy cannot really take his dick. My body cannot really take it. I feel pain while having sex. I don't get wet. I have a very low libido. So these things, Kayanmata can help you. We have herbs, we have spices, even things inside your kitchen. But because of lack of knowledge, you do not know it. I know. I'm going to just package it, remove the name, sell it to you. When you use it and it is effective, you know it is effective. The difference is clear. You're going to buy it again. There's no how.
Why do you think men or women, why do you think they buy love and bonding portion products?
To be sincere, I think because in this in the world generally, cheating is rampant. It's a thing and people are beginning to accept it. And in Africa, people are beginning to see cheating as a norm. Like, he's your man, you are the main woman, so just secure your position and let him do whatever he's going to do. He's going to come home. And I think this time, ladies are getting tired of that
routine.
Yes, like they want to have something they want to secure. Like, this man belongs to me, let him. So desperate. Some people are desperate to keep a man to themselves. Because love and bonding portion is a highly spiritual product. It is not Kayanmata. I do tell people it is highly spiritual. If you see the process, the making of it, they use chicken, intestine, and other things. And anything that has to do with incantation, what you cannot say, it's just like speaking in tongue. When you speak in tongue, I can't speak in tongue. I don't know what you're saying. So with love and bonding portion, it's a highly fortified product. So for you to buy it, then you don't have love in your life, or you feel your partner is cheating on you and you want to secure that person. So
love and bonding portion is to secure a man or a woman?
Yes.
Do you think men buy love and bonding portion more than women?
No, women buy love and bonding portion more than men. Much more. Like, you can't even compare.
Can you give me like a percentage? Like,
if you have 100, let me say out of 100%, if we have 60% of ladies buying it, we have about 10%, just 60 to 10.
And I mean,
most of the men that buy it are either sugar boys, toy boys. I'm not homophobic, but gays.
Okay.
Yes, because I have a lot of gay customers. They buy love and bonding a lot.
So if you use love and bonding potion, does it work?
Of course, the reviews are there. You can let me try it on your boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Or your husband.
That should be off topic, but all right.
No, that's the only way you can know, testify, because I know you wouldn't want to use it.
Yeah, of course.
But let me use your sound close.
No, it's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm curious. Who are your clients? And I mean, their age bracket.
Everyone. Everybody from 18.
From 18.
Yeah, from 18. But I target mostly. My target is, because when I do sponsored ads, my target is between 35 to 65.
And the fact that you have I mean, you have a lot of followers on Instagram.
A lot.
But one thing I noticed is most of these people don't drop a comment.
No.
Why?
Most people that patronize my page are very influential, very. Like on my WhatsApp, when I drop something, for example, like, okay, I have a friend that wants to sell this, no matter the price, I get 1 or 2 persons. And I'll be so surprised, like, this person is really following me. Yes, because when you have someone that is using over $1,000, $2,000 for a job, for just one job, they have something. So when you're influential, you have to hide your face. Like, there was a time I saw about 3 verified accounts sent me a message, and I was like, really? I had to go and show my sister, like, please, is this for you? And she checked. I gave it to my partner. I was like, don't show anybody again, because this is, I was like, that's true. I was, okay. So I believe the reason why they hardly drop comments is because they are highly influential. And if you can, most people that drop comments on pages are people looking for giveaway, or people looking to lick your ass lickers. And I used to do that giveaway a lot before, but now I gotta use my money to pay for adverts.
Do you think another reason why these people don't drop a comment because they are actually ashamed?
Of course, not because they are ashamed, but because they don't want. Because you, for example, I don't want to use you as an example. Okay. For example, you might be against it. Even your face, when you're talking about it, it's off. Like, you're talking about something off. Like, it's not supposed to be. So imagine seeing your friends' comments on a page like that. So you're going to be like, oh, can I eat with her? Can I sleep with her? Can I share a drink with her? They're going to feel some way. So they have to be, let me just pretend. We are all living under a world of pretense. So everybody's pretending.
Do you have a refund policy?
Yes, we have refund policy. But that is when the fault is from us.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, when you buy a product, we are supposed to deliver to you between, let me say 72 hours, and you leave the country. There's no way for you to get the product again because it's from us. The fault is from us. I'm going to refund to you. But in the case whereby you pay for a product and you leave the country, you're going to, whenever you come, if it's the next 3 years, you take the product. You take it. I won't refund you. Or you buy a product and you change your mind because you want to do something else with the money. I'm sorry.
I mean, if the product doesn't work,
doesn't work?
Yeah.
Like the spiritual product, or
yes.
How am I supposed to know it doesn't work?
I don't know. If the person says, oh, I have this problem, but nothing changed after I used your product.
There's one thing I tell you, but when it comes to spiritual products, when it comes to spiritual products, we have 2 types. We have the prayer products. The ones you're going to use, just like the ones you go to churches and your pastors gives to you. They'll tell you, bring water to the church on Monday, come back on Sunday to take it. You don't know where pastors are taking this water to. You don't know the people praying. You just know you take only water, and you take it back from the church. So it's like that. So we have products like that. We take to pastors, they bless it for us, and we sell to you. We have products from mountains that works very well for business booster, attraction, favor. When you go out, people favor you. When you're doing your business. We have products like that. But these are prayer products. Works better with fasting. You understand? There are some you're going to be given instructions. When you wake up in the morning, first thing you do is drink water, because this water, lime, fire, earth, and air. These are the 4 elements of life. So when you know how to use this thing very well, and when you know how to manipulate the universe, it's all in your head. That one, you don't need to do anything deep spiritual. When you know how to think positively, work with the universe, use the normal products. We have the prayer products for you. But when you don't have that patience, not everybody wants to pray. I'm telling you, with my time in this job, I've been doing this for about 3 years now. Some people tell you, don't give me prayer product, just do something that's fast, I'll see my results. Or in the case whereby you want to charm someone to love you, you're not going to pray. There's no psalm. There are psalms you're going to use, but nobody wants to give you psalm to go and pray on someone's husband to love you. Of course, there's some psalms you're going to read with someone's name. Wherever the person is, they keep thinking of you, seeing you in their dreams. If they stay close to you before, when they sit close to any woman, they only smell you. Yes, there are some psalms like that in the Bible, even in the Quran. A good Muslim will testify. But no pastor wants to give you that. Instead, they will tell you, bring money, bring your name. They will do it. And they will read these psalms. There's books of Moses. There are lots of things. You understand? There are not too many things, but because you do not know them. Yes. So they will do this. These are not prayer products. These are deep spiritual works. Sometimes it requires you bringing pictures, you bringing names. This is what I was talking about. Even your facial expression. Even your facial expression is enough to not talk about it or not drop a comment.
Absolutely not. I am one of those people who would like to really listen, because I mean, when we first had that episode, we talked about this, but we didn't really go into details, right? So me hearing this from you, and I mean, I haven't patronized you yet. Maybe. So let's quickly take this break and then be back shortly. Maybe I'll think. So we are back and we're talking about spiritual product and Kayanmata, of course. And I have with me Smart. She's the CEO of Freeze.
Kayanmata Nation.
And the other one?
Spiritual consultant.
She's everything. Can you imagine? She sells Kayanmata, she also sells spiritual products. And, you know, I feel like I'm with Irumole, like, we're going. So let's talk about, sometimes I feel like it might be coincidence when somebody buys something from you and it actually works.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
No, it's not. I don't think so. Especially when it's a spiritual product. You don't tell pastors in the church when people go for testimonies that it's a coincidence. When you have faith, when you have faith in a particular product, let me tell you, even when you have headache, if you're going to use Panadol Extra, but you have, before using this Panadol Extra, you already ooze a negative energy, like doubt into it, like, how are you sure this is going to work on me? How are you sure this is going to cure my headache? When you use it, you're not going to have that cure. Whereas it works for other people. So it's your faith. When you want to do anything, if it is a magic, spiritual project, whatever, they tell you the first thing is your intention and your faith. You have to imbibe it into the product. So if you have faith in it and whatever is being done, this thing, there is more to the world. God created heaven and earth. Before God created heaven and earth, where was God? God was somewhere.
Okay, well,
so there is, I don't know, you should tell me, because God created heaven and earth. So God was somewhere. God wouldn't abandon his own where he was. So where is God now? Is he in heaven? Is he in where he used to be? So this world we are sitting is more than what you're seeing and what I'm seeing. So if there are people that says they know more about the world, leave it to them. But if you want to know more too, definitely you will see what they are saying too.
I don't want to say it. Anyway,
but it's no coincidence. There is when they tell you there is spiritual work. Ayewa, it's no fallacy. Ayewa.
It means there is word.
Yes.
There are people.
There are people.
So what would happen if 2 or 3 women, if they buy a product from different spiritual consultants, what would happen to the man? I mean, this one is saying lagbaja, I want something to happen. The other one is saying, what would happen?
I get this question a lot. There was a time my partner wrote on his WhatsApp status that I feel like I say, plenty women don't use Kayanmata for me. Because I don't know what happened, but you just start misbehaving. That's why I tell ladies, because okay, let's look at it. That's not Kayanmata anymore. Because that's why I used to ask people, okay, if you say Kayanmata stops a man from cheating, go to the north. The north, that is where it is being originated from. That is the roots of Kayanmata. But you see men getting married to 2, 3 wives. That's because Kayanmata can never stop a man from cheating.
And the 2, 3 wives are probably also using Kayanmata.
No, in the north, Kayanmata is a natural substance. When you give birth to your child, from a certain age, you have to be giving your child Kayanmata It's a must. Kayanmata, it's coconut. Kayanmata is dates. Kayanmata is honey. Kayanmata is it's fruits and spices that grows from trees. Just that this they must have all this estrogen kind of booster in it. So there's the difference between Kayanmata and every other fruits. So in the north, when you are above, I think 4, your parents start serving you Kayanmata. So every man that a man gets married to from the north is having a tight, sweet, juicy pussy. Still, they get married to more than 1, 2, or 3 wives.
Yeah.
Now, when you do spiritual work on a man, maybe you're a man with 3 wives, the 3 of them, one day, the man is going to lose his mind. That's just the simple logic behind it. That is in my own understanding, to my understanding, no. I don't know for a fact, but that is what I think. But it's possible, very much possible.
Do you think some people are actually very scared of you because of your brand?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I know, it's not even you said. You flexed down now. You came to my head and I brought out the sham.
It was shout out to Dio, because Dio was at together. And I mean, I never saw a thing like that before. And then she said, because you actually threatened us and you said, if you do this, I'm going to call your name. I mean, you know my name. You go call my name and do.
So that answers your question. People are scared of what they do not understand. Not just Kayanmata, not Juju. Whatever they do not understand, people are scared of. Just like people are scared of Bobrisky because they do not understand his brand. So it's the same thing.
I don't think anyone's scared of Bobrisky.
A lot of people are scared of Bobrisky. Just people that you know are not.
Homophobic.
No, they are not homophobic. Some people are scared because they don't really know what it stands for. There are some people that don't even know anything about gay. They don't know if there's a man sleeping with a man or a woman sleeping with a woman or a man identifying as a woman. Because I'm not saying he's gay. You understand? He might just be a drag queen or whatever. But some people still don't know that. And when you don't know something, you get worried. Like it's either you want to know more or you go far from it.
Tell me about the backlash that comes with you selling Kayanmata and spiritual product.
The backlash. I think the thing is, most people on Instagram, because me, I'm a Twitter finger, Instagram finger. If you give me bars, expect bars goes. I don't sit behind a brand, because I have friends, they'll tell you, oh, you know you're a brand owner, don't reply. I do not reply only when I don't feel like, but I would not reply, not because I'm a business owner. That's the main reason I would reply. There is some people, let me not call them names. They'll be like, oh, you're a Kayanmata seller, so you have nothing to say.
Oh.
And I'll be like, okay, that's it. That's the only thing. But about people close to me, family, friends, some have opinions. But right from time, I've never been bothered with what people think of me or their opinions. As long as your opinions do not pay my bills, my children's school fee.
What advice would you give anyone selling Kayanmata and spiritual product?
Just be sincere. Honesty pays a lot. The only way you can go to your bed, sleep peacefully, wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror is not lying to your customers, not telling your customers, use Kayanmata, your Kayanmata is going to make you have. No. Tell what Kayanmata is. Tell them what they want. Let them choose. Give them the rights. Give them differences. Like, we all have our preferences. So don't lie to anyone. Don't tell somebody A is going to do the work of B. Because even B might not work for B. So just tell them what it is. Kayanmata is this, spiritual product is this. Most people at first, they might not come around. They'll tell you, okay, I don't want to dabble into this. But majority out of the most, they'll come back to buy the spiritual product.
Is it lucrative?
Lucrative?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the spiritual product. Okay, people are lucrative, because it's lucrative, that's why you're doing it. Is that why you're doing it?
Of course. Great relation.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
So, that's what you're doing. I mean, also this spiritual product.
Yes, no.
But, I mean, they always say that there is, when you do some, okay, the Yoruba people would say, when you're losing someone from a bondage, the person who did that work the thing might go to that person's head. I know I watch Nollywood movies.
That's Nollywood movies. It's just like, because people watch too much of Nollywood movies. Let me tell you now, Juju, charm or spiritual product, whatever he sees it as, It's out there. If not you, someone very close to you is doing it. Even now, I see celebrities doing it online, on gram, all in the name of Adecruise. You see celebrities using Juju directly on social media, face to face, in the name of Adecruise, but they are doing charm. People are doing charm every day. Juju is part of the world now. Like, it's a norm. Just like if you accept cheating as a norm, Juju is a norm. A white man, haven't you seen white men worshiping Ifa? Worshiping, so it's a norm. It's just because you do not understand or you do not want to dabble into it. You understand? Does not mean like it's very much lucrative. Oh, that question again. Spiritual.
Your consultation fee is how much?
500 cities, 48,000 naira, just for consultation, and you're asking if it is lucrative. Oh, she be like, oh, but not my daughter, Sha.
Okay. If I tell you I want to go into that business, because I mean, you know the way I am now, I'm actually looking different streams of income. So, what would you advise me? I don't know anyone.
If you don't know anyone, Kayanmata business. Everybody can do Kayanmata. That's what I tell people. Everybody can do Kayanmata. If you have money, you can venture into the Kayanmata business. But spiritual products,
it's not for
it is not for kids. It is not something you joke with. Selling spiritual products. That is why I tell people, any pastor that stands on his altar and asks you to bring water to the church for him to bless, don't look at that pastor with a tiny or a little face. Anybody, any pastor that tells you, bring something, let me bless for you. You have one mouth, I have one mouth. What is special in your tongue that I do not have on my tongue?
They say that the pastors have more grace than...
Why? That is the question. Why does your pastor have more grace than you do? Is it because your pastor is a nun, like he's chaste, he's not going close to a woman, or why? He does the same thing you're doing, he eats the same food. So why are they more? So if your pastor can tell you, bring this and I'm going to bless it, I'm going to favor it, just believe that you and whoever is doing Juju, there are no difference. You are all the same, just that you all worship different gods. But if you want to pray to God, there is no place in the Bible where God said, bring anything to a pastor. If I'm wrong, just quote me and tell me that passage. It is you. Whatever grace is being given to your pastor is being given to you because you are wonderfully created. Your pastor is wonderfully created. You are created on the last day, same as your pastor. So why does a pastor, most even churches, you see altar, a special altar. What do you call an altar? It's something somewhere special, something that's okay, sacred. So your pastors will tell you, bring something, drop it for 7 days. What happens for 7 days? So if they can tell you to drop it and you go and come back in 7 days.
I'm not really spiritual, so let me ask them, the guy behind the camera, do you think it's anywhere in the Bible that says that you should bring something?
They can only tell you said to bring something to your pastor.
I mean, to the
to your pastor, yes.
You said God said you should bring something.
Not like to your pastor. To bless for you.
Yeah, there's the part of Elijah and the woman where Elijah had to bless what she had, the anointing oil for everything.
And we also have a part where somebody has to sacrifice the son.
Yeah, but he did it.
He did it, but he used some rams or cows.
To get something there. Did God said the woman to take the oil to? No, Elijah just told the woman. And that's what she's saying. And that's what she's saying. Did God tell you to take it?
That God did not.
There was 10 commandments. In the 10 commandments, what part of it did they say that? Okay,
but that's the Old Testament.
Old Testament, New Testament, what part? Did God ask anybody, or did God instruct anybody that take this to your pastor? Or take this to your prophet, like where? Nobody. But we created these rules. We decided that our pastors, our daddies, and our pastors' wives are mummies. We have to bow to them, mommy, when we see them. But whereas our parents at home, no mommy, no bowing. But so when you go to a spiritualist too, you bow, you're scared of him. The same way you're scared, some people are actually scared of their pastors. That is why you can't talk back at your pastors. That's the same way you can't talk back at a juju man. So to me, they're all the same. My father is a pastor, but I'm so scared of him because I see him like, this man can disappear. So why should I be scared of a man that calls himself a pastor? But because I know that I think this man can disappear because this man is powerful. People come to him to pray. Nobody comes to me like, oh, come, let me come and Until I started selling spiritual products. Before I started selling spiritual products, nobody looks at me like something important. But look at pastors now. Look at the pastors. When they start selling spiritual things, or any pastors that says, I'm blessing you, come out in numbers, no matter the amount. So you tell them, come and sow a seed, $10,000, and you take blessing. You see people going out in numbers. But when you see a church, nobody's blessing you. Nobody goes to that church. So we're all looking for miracles, depending on where you get your own miracle.
Where do we have that? How did we get to that part where we start to think that, oh, juju means bad? Like whoever that is doing juju means bad, and then we think Christianity.
It's brainwashing now. Oh. It's the brainwashing. Because I don't know how we got to have Christianity too. Because there are some countries whereby this religion started there. They don't even care about going to churches on Sundays.
But I mean, most of I'm your page now. I mean, it looks like everything. Why is it that everything that we have to do? Because if somebody says, I'm going to use juju to chain this person down, it's not free will.
Yeah.
Why can't everything be about free will? Other person don't have to pay for it. It's about goodness and everything. Why is it that we have
the word generally is like we are mandated? It's not going to be I think interesting. It's just like everybody wants to be rich, but not everybody has to be rich. Not everybody is going to be rich. If everybody is going to be rich, the world is going to be so boring. We need the hierarchy, the classes, the upper class, lower class. It's just like that. So and the first day I entered the taxi, and the man told me if I come down with this taxi, he's going to beat me with juju. I started laughing. I came down like expecting him to beat me with something. It's all your belief. If you believe in it, it's going to work on you. But if you do not believe in it, but one thing I know for a fact is there's more than meet the eye with the world we live in. Because at the middle of the night, things cry. Do you know it got to a stage? I said I'm going to go into like I have a lot of things. I learned a lot last year. At the middle of the night, things I could not see with my phone. When I bring out my phone, like with my own eyes, at the middle of the night, there are some time between 2 to 3 when you take your phone out to snap things you could not see with you cannot see with your eyes. Your phone is going to get them. You know even your phone can kill you. Yes, there are a lot of things that happen that people don't know. When they die, they'll tell you you kill them. Your phone can kill you through electromagnetic smog. But many people do not know that. When they get sick, they think, oh, medically I'm okay. So the next thing is spiritually I am not okay. There are a lot of things. Even in your house, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things out there more than what we know.
This is the era where we have Yahoo boys, we have people doing ritual and everything. Do you do things like that?
Depends though. Like, let me understand better.
I mean,
do I work for people like that?
Yeah. Do you do money ritual?
No, I don't do money ritual. I do anything. Anything.
Like what? Except
money ritual. But we do even if you're I don't because you want to come and meet me to work for you. Me got no money.
What's your perception on money ritual?
Money ritual is real, but to me, I think no matter how many money ritual you're going to do, you cannot be as rich as Elon Musk. So, what's the need?
All right, it's a lot today, and we are clear about Kayanmata, Kayanmata, and of course spiritual product, the differences and the similarities. And they said if your husband is if different women are using Kayanmata on one man, it's likely that the man will go nuts. So I hope that you guys are doing wonderful and staying very, very faithful because times are hard. Yes,
men have to be very careful. This is what I tell my brothers because a lot of times I get ladies on Instagram telling me, oh, this product you're selling, what if someone uses it on your brother, on your... Come on, my brother, my sister, you know what I'm selling. So imagine somebody using it on you already. So I do advise the men out there, please be careful, even if you're not going to be faithful. I get a lot of guys that say, men like me, there's nothing you're going to use on me, you cannot charm me. Where your own juju stop, now you one person they start from. So please take caution, just like this. Be cautious, because you need something. It's just like when a man gets married so much. I tell men too, the polygamous men, they tell you, hey, you cannot be lucky to keep marrying good luck, success. One day you're going to jam bad luck. You're going to jam, yes, you're going to jam this disappointment. You're going to bring that to your house. So when you keep cheating, keep going out with different women, one day you may not be lucky. So it's not about women charming you alone. Just be careful because
As our shirt says, caution, slippery when wet. So be very, very careful. Thank you very much, Smart, for being on this episode. I like the smile. I don't know why you're smiling, but I like it very much. My name is Helen, and thank you. This is another beautiful season. It's going to be wild. My name is Helen. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Helen.
Follow me. I still saw Kayanmata at Kayanmata Nation at Spiritual Consultants. I know if she's not interested, you are interested.
Okay, follow us. My name is Helen, and I will see you next week.